Everybody, it's your boy Goosebumps John back out, or not Goosebumps, damn it, Josh Reviews back out with another video. It's been a while since I brought you any videos, and I am sorry for that. It's been a while, just been busy with school and shit and life. But here to bring you another review on one of my actual favorite movies that has to do with partying and being a teenager and just like that, and that is Project X. Now, Project X was the first rated R film that I saw that was not considered a horror film. 1 second. Let me close the door. Well, I mean, close the lock, I mean. Project X is basically about this guy named Thomas, who on his 18th birthday, his best friends Costa, whatever it is, and JB are throwing him an 18th birthday party, and they get their friend from the AV club, Johnny B's friend from the AV club, to film the entire thing like in a documentary kind of found footage shit. And for his birthday, and he's turning 18. Not only that, they're literally nobodies in high school. They're in their senior year and they're nobodies. They are not cool. They're not popular. They're never invited to the parties. They don't have girlfriends at all. JB's parent, Thomas' parents is don't think of him highly. For example, like in one of the scenes they said to there's a scene where they're listening in, the camera guys listening into the conversation between his dad and his mom, and he said, yeah, he says our son's a loser. And I don't expect him to throw a huge party at all because he's a loser and who's going to show up, right? He also gets his mom's old minivan for his birthday present, which is like, it's a beat up fucking piece of shit minivan. Anyways, which in the end of the film, it's literally beaten fucking to shit because it's literally missing a door, an entire doors and all that type of shit, and windows are broken, and it's actually pretty funny. But anyways, so they have Thomas has a crush on this girl named Alexis from my dad, I think and she's in the same grade as they are. They've been going to school together since they were kids. If I keep doing that, it's because I've been having ear problems and my ears are all like when you get off a plane right now. So if I talk louder, if I keep doing this, it's because I'm trying to pop the ear so the pressure can go down my ears. Anyways, where was that? Okay, so yeah, so they decided to make a party, and Thomas is like, kind of against it. He's like, I already promised them that my parents that like. My dad that I wouldn't throw a huge party if that would just be us, like, a few pizzas, some drinks, and some video games and some movies, right? And he's like, no, come on, man, there's 50 tops. So, 50, please? So, fine, 50 tops, okay? They go to invite all these, like, literally, this is what his friend Costa does. Now, this is the first time I ever saw a film where the first time I ever saw the film, but both characters, other friends were Jewish, which was hilarious to me. Hilarious. Including Costa. Costa was the coolest character in the group. Even though he was the most fucked up one in the group. Anyways, he ends up legitimately sending the entire school his, party at Thomas's house. Everyone's like, yeah, we're in. They have another friend called Kirby. It's a girl who they grew up with, and it was before Costa came in, and it was Thomas and Kirby, and I believe JB. I'm not sure. I might be wrong. But there you go. She comes to the party and all this other stuff, and later on he ends up kissing Kirby, and Kirby ends up kissing him back. It's a whole big shebang, but it's a really funny film. Right? Anyway, so they end up going and. By this time, they have invited the entire, almost half the town, half the town, maybe even some more other people. Don't show up to the party, which is hilarious. They get one guy who just graduated from school to come, who literally graduated 2 years ago to come to the party. He brings a busload of chicks and some booze and shit. They get a bounce house. They get security guards that are actual kids, like 10 years old. But they kids, they're damn good security guards. Actually, though, I'm surprised. I'm surprised they're pretty damn good security guards. Kind of good. They end up there. Even though the end, the entire house is destroyed and legitimately destroyed, and they're faced with like thousands upon thousands of damages and criminal charges too. Of two of them, only one of them gets convicted, and the two both escape nearly. But the one that was the funniest was so I'll tell you later. So one scene is they had to go get the party favor or the mascot of the party, and they get they go to this guy who's like ex-military, some shit, and for drugs, and they steal. No, they get some weed, but not only that, they steal his garden gnome, and it pisses him off, and they have to run away, which they do end up escaping him. And during the course of the film, the gnome would show up in different places. They even put up a sign in the pool saying, "No girls are allowed unless it's completely nude." So you have to be nude to go. You have to take your not nude, take your top off or bikini off to go swimming if you're a girl. Which is hilarious. This was the first time I saw tits that were not in a horror film as well. And usually the girl wasn't killed like right after that. So, he ends up getting this girl Alexis to, by doing birthday shots with the birthday boy. Yeah, birthday shots with the birthday boy. And how he does that is, and Alexis is the best part. Is Alexis is the only girl in their school that you can't date technically because she only dates college guys, and I've seen quite of those type of girls before in my life. Never really liked them, never really cared. Just like I don't like a girl that says I clearly only date black guys. That's a problem in my opinion. You're being racist to other people. I don't care what you think, what you're doing. You're still being a racist or having a preference, and it's not, in my book, not okay. You need to give everyone a fair chance to be with you, as long as they're a nice person, okay? Anyways, where was I at? Sorry. Okay, now I remember. Fucking remember. My bad. So she ends up doing a body shot, which if you don't know what that is it's usually done with tequila. They first you take a swig of tequila, then you put salt and then rub the tequila on your neck and squeeze a little lime juice on there. You lick up the tequila off the neck, okay, and the lime juice. Then you put the lime in the person's mouth, okay. It's still facing this way. The back part of the lime is in your mouth, and the front part is facing them. Then they kiss you to get the lime out of your mouth, suck the lime juice, and then spit the lime back out. That's how it works. And then it's your turn. That's how you do a body shot, basically. Though, if you're underage, do not do this. It's not. I don't recommend it if you're underage, but still. If you're an adult and you have already done it before, that's how you do it. And you don't know how to do it. If you're like 21 and if you don't know what body shot is, that's how you do it, okay? Anyways, where was I at? So she basically he's going to get laid by her in the scene. And Kirby walks in, and this is after they have kissed, and fucks everything up. He runs out on Alexis, and she's completely naked. Legitimately. One of the security guards is like 10, 11 years old. He's hiding in the bathroom, and she comes out, and he's like, "I think you're beautiful." And she's like, "Just fuck off, you fucking freak." I'm like, whoa, okay, he's 11 years old. You cannot say that to that kid. Other thing that I found was interesting was Costa actually did like the right thing when it came to the party. He went around the entire neighborhood telling people, we're gonna have people over for my friend's Thomas's birthday. If you might hear some loud noises, please just come to talk to me. Don't call the police. That's fair, right? I'll try to do something to keep it down. legitimately, he gets one guy to say, "Yo, can I come over?" She says, "Sure, sir, you can come over." That guy proceeds to be the biggest asshole later on in the film. Now, granted, I don't mind. Granted, I don't mind if it's a party going on, shit. But like, I have one problem with people who are complete assholes, and this guy's a complete asshole. He's just like, no, you need to cut the shit down now. Like, it's over. Like, no, you just don't get to decide it's over or not, sir. You just don't do that. See, the way it works to be a good neighbor is you give the person a first warning. You're just there, legitimately, there should be their first warning. Yo, fuck it, everything, right? No, they call him a fucking whatever someone is. The security guards. This is the first time we actually see them using an actual weapon. Like, one of them has a baton, but I guess you can really call him that a weapon. One of them pulls out a taser, tases the man. The man, in reaction, punches the kid in the face, and the kid goes down. He goes down. And they're like, what the fuck? They're like, yeah, he's like, I'm going to call the police. And I hope you do call the police. You just punched the kid. We're suing your ass. You're going to jail for a long time. I'm like, yeah, actually, in this situation, yeah, you're going to go to jail. You punched the kid. No matter what the kid did to you, you punched the kid. You still punch the kid, and granted, it's a taser, man, and he's like, what, 8, or he's like 10, and you're like, what, 45, 40, 30? Another funny scene is when they throw the gnome that they stole from the ex-military guy and hit it with a baseball bat, and a bunch of ecstasy falls out. And then it's one of the reasons why you realize later that, why he was so pissed on why they stole the gnome. Because it had his ecstasy in it. Not only that, but it was his gnome and his property. They grab the ecstasy. All three of them down it. Another scene is the people, at this point, there's 1,500 people at this party. 1,500. The parties I've been to have barely hit 200, maybe 155. It's the closest I've been to a biggest party, and that was at in high school. And one of them I threw it was one time I threw a party at my friend's house, and it was 200 people. 200. That's the highest I've ever been to. I've been to concerts, but I wouldn't call that a party because it's a concert and people are just there for the concert, not really the party. I mean, they are here at the party, but usually the party at the concert and not actually whatever. Anyways, so one of the other funny scenes is he gets they lock the group people at the party lock a midget into the oven. And it's Costa and JB who have to let him out. And the midget is fucking pissed. And he punches JB and Costa in the balls and penis. And they go down. And they all are on ecstasy. There's one scene they're all lying on the grass. And they're all looking up in the sky. And he's like, yo, JB, I want to apologize from the bar mitzvah when I called you a transgender fuckface. That was not my bad. It was my bad, man. It was not cool. He's like, oh, really? It's okay, man. They're all in ecstasy at this point. And then Thomas says, yo, I think I fucked up. I think I love Kirby, and I kissed her. And he's like, Costa says, and JB says, yeah, Thomas is kind of fucked up. I mean, this entire party was about the girls that we could have never had a shot with. I mean, Kirby was just always there. We could have fucked her a couple times already. And I mean, it would be like if I fucked JB and JB looks at me like, what the fuck are you talking about? Another scene later on in this, and before that I really like, is when the police get called because later on the guy who gets punched, the kid that gets punched, he is told by Costa that, you took that punch like a man, like boss, like you a badass dude. What I want you to do is I want you to go over to that guy's house that punched you in the face and keep surveillance on him. If he calls the cops, I want you to radio me back because they walkie-talkies and tell him, okay? So goes, instead of just staying at the house, he goes inside the guy's house. He's radioing him and he says, yo, a fat bitch, presumably the guy's wife, which is basically the case, is complaining and tells him to go to the police. He's calling the police. Police show up. They get the party to all go into the back of the house, and then it dies down. Like, completely dies. Like, it's quiet as can be. The police show up. They open the Thomas and Costa open the door. And he says, yo, can we, you just want a party here? He says, yeah, we're just having a little get small. No, we just can't, we just finished it. Yeah, they're all left by now. We went through one earlier, but not anymore. And they say, where was they at? Fuck. Costa throws the, Costa, yeah, so the cops are like, yo, could we check around? Can we come inside? He says, nope, sorry. He says, is there an adult here? And then Costa says, well, yeah, I'm 18, but in my culture, I've been, a man since I was 13 years old. But he says, can I come in? Can we go inspect? No, you cannot come inside. And I know that I just took a lot of research a couple of years ago, or a year ago, so I know that you can't come inside unless you have a warrant, and unless I say it's okay. And since we're both 18, we both said it's not okay, so you can't come inside. And he's like, sorry guys. And then the cop is like, oh, fucking assholes, every kid takes a little bit long, thinks he's a lawyer. I'm like, but technically he just barred you from coming in his house. So basically he does know the law enough to say that, yeah, you can't come inside. One of them just says, just keep it down so we don't make sure we don't have to come back. They get it back to party, gets back on, everyone goes crazy. Funny thing. Later on, the military man, comes back towards the end of the party and just starts torching with a flamethrower the entire place. Torches it. Police on horseback are raiding the party. Oh my god, it's just amazing. It's an amazing ending of the film. They end up escaping and go to the football field at the school and hang out there. One of the funniest scenes is at the end of the film, you would think that, fuck, they're all going to jail or something worse can happen. The ending of the film is, they're at the dad's back, they're back from their anniversary. The parents went out on their anniversary, by the way, I forgot, that's why they're not even there. The parents are out on an anniversary gift, or anniversary, weekend. And surprisingly enough, it's funny, he makes a joke, what a special gift to give on your anniversary to be giving that your son will be born. It's like, that's actually a very special gift in a way. But no, he didn't say jack shit. Anyways, actually he looked at him kind of with contempt when he said that. Costa said that to Thomas's dad. Thomas's dad did not look so happy about it, but him saying that as a joke, I guess, but whatever. Anyways, and he moves on to Costa, where was I at? They flicks the finger up in the, there are cops, at this point later on in the film, the news comes in because there's like a huge debacle of 1,500 people just there for a party, and he's on top of the roof. Costa, Thomas, and JB are on the roof. The light shines on Thomas, and he just flicks off the van, the fucking helicopter, the news helicopter, which is all broadcasted. Then he jumps off the roof and lands onto the bounce house, which does not completely inflate. The best part is when JB does it, Costa's fucking terrified not to do it. He won't do it. And JB's like, whoa! And everyone thinks he's dead for a second, and then he gets up and he's like, yeah! And everyone else claps, Anyways, towards the end of the film, when they come back the next day, or when his parents come back, there's basically a bunch of trash. The entire house is trashed. They literally are looking at this thing and they're like, how much is it going to cost? Like, literally say goodbye to your college fund. You're not going to go to college at all. And he says, I'll pay you back every money. He says, how many were, he's like, I didn't think you had it in you. And he's like, it's like, what? He's like, I know. I said, no, I literally didn't think you had it in you. That's what the dad says to his son. He says, Just curious, how many people were there? And he's like, 500? And the dad gives him like, bitch, please. Isn't that 500 people can't do this shit? And he's like, okay, 1,500. And his dad's eyes go, whoa. Anyways, the next day he ends up driving the shit car back from the ruined minivan, which is now his punishment, to school. And at first, all the kids are like that wouldn't give him a time of day. Are like, dude, that was awesome, that was sick. They make it into the hallway, and they just get a standing ovation by the entire school. Like, everyone's like clapping their hands. They're saying, "You fucking rule!" Like, that was awesome. Like, that was the best party ever. And they go from that point. They go to what's called where's that at? They go to shit. They're being what they were being charged for. They're getting pressed to charges. I think their charge was disturbing the peace, corruptions of minors into lewd activities, underage drinking, and I believe that was the main three. Oh, and destruction of property. The fact of the matter is, Thomas got charged with all three and was convicted and found guilty. Costa got off because of his lawyers, and JB's parents were able to convince the court that he's special needs, like he's mentally not all right there, like he's slow. They dropped the charges on him, but he was forced to ride the short bus for the rest of these remainder days in high school, which I felt so bad for him. Anyways, Costa, at the end of the film is the last scene. He's on a girl's talking about this a talk show, pretty talk show host is like, or news anchor is like, you got anything to say for yourself about this party? He says, nah, but how about you, sugar tits? He says, excuse me? So here's what I'm thinking, sugar tits. He calls this lady sugar tits. I'm not gonna lie, she is pretty and she has some nice tits, okay? But she says, here's what I'm thinking. So a couple of your friends, and then come to this next party I'm planning. It's gonna be baller. And that's the end of the film. The other scene I really liked is, I forgot to add, Thomas and Kirby get together in the very end. He kind of apologizes and says, listen, I might be going to jail. This shit's going to go down. I don't know about my next birthday, if I even when I have a next birthday. My parents might kill me before that. But I just want you to know, I want to spend it with you for the rest of my next birthday with you, if I have one. And she says, you're such a nerd, you know that? And then kisses, and they end up making out, and that's the end. That's the kind of end of the film. And that's the full my review on Project X. If I had to give it a rating, I'd give it 9 out of 10 because Project X was like a great film. Definitely give it a try if you haven't watched it before. Hilarious film. I would highly recommend it. It's great when you're feeling down. If you're feeling depressed, it's a great movie to watch. It really lifts up your spirits. Go see it. That's all I gotta say. You all have a good night. I'll see you in the next video. Peace. Guzman Chen is out. Or Josh Reviews out. Peace.